Okay. How's it going? Hello, 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 hello. Check, check, check. Test, name assistant. Oh, there we go.
All good?
Yep.
All right. So I'm curious, can you try explaining to me that realization you had 2 days ago? Because it's still very unclear to me.
Okay, so the actual idea is that I believe that there are people who are indexing people who are good potential prospects or like baby business owners and creating those lists in a hidden way, but they're public, so that people who are observant enough to look for them can use them. That's the premise. And so I've come across a few posts that just seem like spam. It's like one of the ones that I've seen is like it'll look like a VA posted some sort of like random spam message like international auctions for impounded cars, and it's like, I'll give this giant list of information, stuff that's like, this looks like trash, like some sort of garbage post. And then if you dig a little closer, it appears to be some sort of coded message for like, I don't know, maybe like human trafficking or like some sort of weird, like, there'll be like little keywords like baby or like pleasure or different things like that. I'm like, okay, so this is the kind of stuff that freaks people out. But then I dug a little bit more, and so the people who like these posts, like almost everybody ignores them. But like I looked at where somebody liked it, and I looked at that person's profile, and they also had like hundreds of likes of Facebook pages and businesses that were sort of like they're not really established. They're like solopreneurs and entrepreneurs, that sort of thing. So tons of social media stuff. So I don't know whether this story is actually what's going on, but in my head, it's sort of like there's this secret cabal of people who are trying to help starting business owners for free without advertising free help. It's like, if you are somebody who actually is like overturning every single rock and paying attention to every single message, it's like those people who are sifting really carefully will come across these sorts of things where it's like just collections of leads, basically. And so, I mean, you still have to go to the work of like DMing them or cold messaging them and say, hey, I found your profile. I think what I do is a great fit for what you do. Would you like to talk? I mean, you still have to do the work. It's not just free, but in terms of finding leads, it's like, like handing it to you. And so what I'm going to test this week, like searching out these sort of like spam kind of posts. I have so many friends on my friend list that are like, random, cold friend requests from people who just look like, they're from another country and just randomly spamming groups, and like people who will post on other people's walls and tag like 40 people. It's like, that is not a good connection strategy if you're trying to build friendship. It just looks like you're randomly spamming a commercial. But I've been looking a little bit closer, and I think it's a good way to find people that are outside of your network that you normally wouldn't see. It's like they're like putting it in front of you, whether it's like somebody's doing that on purpose to help, or it's just like the way that this strategy works is like spam, spamming people, and it just so happens that they have tons of likes and stuff of people outside your network. It doesn't really matter. The point is, I think there's a lot of like missed or unseen opportunities to find leads and connect with people that you would never know about or be able to find on your own without a lot of work.
I understand what you're saying. I don't see what you see, but I respect it.
Yeah.
To me, it just sounds like spam and a waste of time, but it seems like you see something there. So I guess it's
Yeah,
good
and
that
it
you're
could
following your gut.
Yeah, it could be nothing, but like I feel like it's something that I've seen a couple of more than once or twice, that I'm like, there's got to be something here to dig into. And I think it'll be a really interesting, it's possible that this could be like a good like unknown lead strategy. So we'll see. I worked a bunch on some introductory copy for a VSL for like cold traffic. And I realized like I wasn't super excited about it because it was trying to talk. I think what I don't like about ads is it speaks so high level to somebody that you don't know, that there's very little personal connection in it. And I was trying to mimic what a lot of advertising does, which is just speak at the highest, most general level. So get leads, grow your audience, stand out, those kinds of things. But I want to try a like a parallel track that's for a little bit either warmer audience, or like it's really targeted more for posting in Facebook groups, where like soft ads really need to feel more like they're coming personally from you, as opposed to like directed at a mass audience. Because in Facebook groups, people are expecting to have some level of connection with you, and when you just straight up post an ad in there, it feels a lot like spam, or it feels like aggressive marketing, even though the same ad could work really well as like an actual paid ad. And so I'm trying to figure out like if a lot of the strategy is going to be kind of to validate stuff with organic marketing, getting it in front of a lot of people, I might need a different some different ad copy for the organic ad versus trying to copy the VSLs and the public facing ad copy that you see a lot in paid advertising. So that was the insight I had anyway. But I'm putting together that that VSL template, which is like it's like the land page for like a 10-minute demo, or like here's here's what you need to know about what we're doing, and then click here to either book a call or buy the product or whatever, or sign up for the webinar or whatever. But I feel like I'm learning a bunch about just how to crunch down the ideas into something actionable. And I did a bunch of framework stuff on the Russell Brunson calls it like the big domino. It's like, what's the key idea that you're trying to set up and support in your audience's mind, so that like if you can get that big idea for them to agree, it's like everything else is sort of like a semi-logical progression from there. And so that was kind of what I worked out Friday, was like, what's the big primary idea? Okay.
I have a random question for you. How long does it take you to tie your shoes?
I usually don't tie my shoes.
All right, then I'm guessing that's not what you were doing for the last 10 minutes.
No, I was clipping my toenails,
Ah, okay.
which
I
is
just saw your
why
knee and you're like bent down, and so it seemed like you were tying your shoes.
I was yeah, I called the episode clipping your toenails.
Nice.
'Cause I was like, oh, I need to cut my toenails. But yeah, just about done. Yeah.
It's funny, you're like in business mode, and I'm in like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing mode. It's very confusing. Well, I'm making it confusing, to be fair.
All right. I'm done. Present.
Like, all right, I'm done. All right, gotta go. Oh, that'd be funny. So yeah, sorry, I'm trying to figure stuff out, and I'm like, my brain is definitely not in business mindset at all.
Yeah. Where did you end up staying? How far did you get?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, just in a hostel in San Jose that I booked on the bus right here,
Mm-hmm.
and then like there was a hurricane kind of like moving up toward Costa Rica, so it's like it wasn't the best time to take a bus because there's a possibility that roads are going to be closed and stuff like that, and I won't be able to make it. At least that's the excuse I'm using. The truth is, the first night I was here, I was just like, I had nothing to do, so I just was swiping on Tinder and got a match and had a date for the next day, so yesterday. And I'm like, well, I guess I'll stay a day longer. And then we like planned another date for today, and now I'm just like, I don't know, should I stay a little longer? So I was looking at apartments, but they're really expensive. Like for a week, let's say, it's like $250 for like the bare minimum, like decent apartment. Anything slightly cheaper is not really that much cheaper, and it's just total crap. And I'm like, do I want to stay here given how expensive it is? So I really don't know. So yeah, like I need to decide and figure it out, and I don't know. Logically, I'm like, I want to stay here for like a week or two or whatever, just kind of like, you know, get to know people a bit, because the last month was literally just hammock and beach. I'm like, you know, it'd be fun to meet people, go on dates and stuff like that, and experience the country a bit, but
Yeah.
so expensive. It's like with that, I might as well be back in Canada.
Yeah.
If I rent an apartment for a month at like $250 a week, it's costing me more to stay here than it would to rent an apartment back home. I'm just like, I'm traveling in South America and Central America because it's cheaper. This is not cheaper. And part of me is like, all right, just, rent an apartment here and just work really hard on the business so we can start generating money. And then money won't be an issue. And it's like, today I need to decide because it's like my data is expiring. So it's like, all right, do I renew it? If so, for how long? Do I rent an apartment? If so, for how long? And it's just like, I need to make all the decisions today and I have no clue what I want or should do.
Yeah. All right. I have an idea, and it's less of an idea as like, tell me what you think about doing this. More like, this is what's coming up, and that might lead to the next thing. But what if you tried booking yourself as a motivational speaker as you travel around? So, like, what if, like, as you go to different places, you just reach out to, I don't even know.
That's the question. Who do I reach out to?
Yeah. Universities are usually like, they're usually open to having guest speakers come in, especially if it's free or, low cost or something, and be like, hey, I'd love to talk to your students and share this, whatever is valuable. And I don't know, there's something about, as I've kind of traveled around the world, like, there's something weird about like an English speaking speaker coming and visiting and doing a presentation. Like, that draws people for whatever reason, even if it's like, something, I mean, not every single country, but a lot of the places that we would do, even for like obvious like evangelistic seminars, it's like, even though it was like a religious thing in countries that weren't super religious, people would go because it was like an American or a North American, like, English speaking presenter that was sort of like a celebrity status to people. It was just a very strange phenomenon to me.
That does seem weird to me because that was one of the first things that popped up when you said that. I'm like, I don't speak Spanish well enough to be able to give a presentation.
Yeah, but it's weird. Like, I guess it attracts people who are like either interested in improving their English, or if it's like the just the novelty of hearing somebody from another country. I don't know, but you could probably do a presentation in English, but like, even if you had to make friends with somebody and have them translate for you, I mean, I don't know. The idea itself isn't so much like, you should do this, but I'm like, I wonder what it is that you could do right away that's something in the zone of what you enjoy that could actually let you get paid to be traveling and doing what you're doing.
It's funny because what's coming up for me is just, rent an apartment here or somewhere else, whatever. Just like find a place where you can kind of like settle in for a while and you have your own space, and just focus in on building the funnel and getting the business set up as quickly as we can. And then it's just a question of let's start generating traffic.
Yeah.
It's like, even if it cost me $1,000 to stay in a place for a month, like if we make 2 sales, I made that $1,000 back.
Right. That's true. Oh, you know what just came up for me? This idea of speaking. You spoke to high schools. Like your story and your life of adventure is very appealing to that target demographic. Like if you talked about, believing in yourself, like just doing what you're, what feels right inside, and like what opportunities it leads to, even if you don't know what's coming. It's like that is fairly compelling to that group, and they're the perfect demographic for your novels. I don't know. There's something there. It might be something to revisit later in the future, but I think there's something to the idea of like speaking for free to it, or booking yourself at low cost to an audience of the right demographic for your books, and then using that as a platform to pitch your books where it really meshes with the story that you're telling, what you're trying to create for those.
Yeah, I think it's more something maybe for the future, but as you say that, something comes up. This whole concept of reading a book and using it and applying kind of like the principles you learn from there to your life.
Yeah.
Like a strategy for this could be, hey, I'm going to come speak to your class for free. In exchange, get the book to buy like 30 copies of my book, and you can read it together with the class.
Oh, dang. That's
and it's like I share the experience of like how I wrote the books, and it's like my life was affecting what I wrote in my books, and what I wrote in my books was affecting my life.
Holy cow. Okay. So this is making a lot of sense. I think it's something we should put a pin in, and really maybe this could be our next idea that we develop, but I 100% see that could work, because that's literally what we sold like 15,000 copies of our book with. It was a framework that your community could use, and you could do it as an individual, but like the hope is that a bunch of people do it together, so that they're like learning from each other and sharing and stuff. So if you built like a super easy like a simple PDF, or it wouldn't even have to be a workbook, but just some sort of like class or group discussion framework where it's like as you're reading through the book, talk about what came up, and you wouldn't even have to reference the book like right away. Like if you just wanted to make it yourself and have it be like a 1-page, here's how to have a discussion after you have read something that week. But it's like, what comes up for you? What is that you want in your life? Like, how is what you're reading applicable in the things that you're thinking about? But if you had something that like gives people like a shared experience, then that could be really cool. And if you had the books and whatever the I don't know what you would call it, the class curriculum or whatever it is, like then it becomes a valuable package, as opposed to like the books at like 30 or 40 bucks a pop just as fiction is not particularly anything unique. But when the book is used as a platform for facilitating community connection and like learning at that age level, it's like then it becomes something really valuable.
Yeah, it's definitely a fun concept, but I think that at the moment, anything that is not our current business is a distraction.
Yeah, I think so. Well, this will be interesting. I feel like this germ is gonna like, or seed, I feel like it's gonna settle somewhere. All right, so right now, our biggest goal is like put the offer in front of as many people as we can to start generating traffic and get some people to do the process. We can get some, like, here's the results of people using our exact process. I mean, obviously we're gonna do it, but I wonder if I'll pull up stuff I work with.
I feel like you may have skipped a step. Before we start generating traffic, we need to finish setting up the offer, building the funnel.
Yeah.
Because once we have that, then we can start reaching out to our network and like we can speak with Brian and see like, hey, would you be interested in, doing a, well, I guess it would be a joint venture. No, not joint venture. It's just affiliate. And like, I'll reach out to the few people in my network and it's like, start with that. And then we can kind of expand from there. But we need that. We need the product. We need something to offer, So I guess I have my answer. Like, I don't know how long I'll stay, so maybe I'll just like book for a week for now. And like focus that time to just build out the funnel. Like if by the end of the week the funnel is built out and we have the webinar script and you've practiced a few times, like we're at the point where everything's set up, we can start getting people in. Then we can kind of move on. Next step is like, all right, reach out to, our network.
Yeah.
Start to organize that. And then, I don't know, go from there.
Yeah.
And it's like, who knows, maybe that's the only step we need to do for now. It's like, we're going to get like 20 sales. It's like, okay, we're good for now. Let's focus on, doing the live version of the course. And then once that's done, we can, upload the pre-recorded version and start officially launch the course, because this is pre-launch.
Yeah.
Like, even if we only have 10 people in the pre-launch, like still $5,000 each. Well, maybe less if we find, like, if we do affiliate partners, but still, like, it's still a good place to start.
Yeah.
Guess I know what to do now. I don't know why I'm fighting against this so much. I don't know. I really don't know. It's weird. This is very weird. Like, I sense an internal resistance, yet I can't figure it out. Like, yeah, okay, part of it is the fact that it's expensive and like it sucks, but it's like, it's not that much. It doesn't really change much in the long term. But why am I fighting this so much?
You feel like you want to keep moving, or
yes and no. It's like, part of me feels like, it makes more sense to move on and rent an apartment in a cheaper country. But another part of me is like, I didn't really get to experience this country. And it's like, even though that's very superficial, I'm like, I haven't had sex with anyone from this country yet. Seems like a very weird metric, but it seems like incomplete until that happens,
Let's go on Tinder. Be like, I haven't had sex with anyone from this country, and I'm leaving tomorrow. Make my dreams come true. Oh man. Oh boy.
I don't know why it's a metric, but apparently it's a metric. It's like, it doesn't count unless I have sex with someone in that country. It's so weird. It's very weird. Like I feel that internal conflict inside, and I don't know why. I don't understand why. When there's you need to make a decision, there's that constant back and forth of well, yes, this, but no that, and yes, this, but no that. And it's I sense that. It's not necessarily anything specific. It's just I sense that feeling, that struggle inside, and I'm why?
Mhm.
What am I fighting against? Very strange. Oh well. This is annoying me. Of it's weird because I'm not used to experiencing this anymore. Of oh, what should I do? Should I do this? Should I do that? I don't know. It's nowadays it's all right, what's the thing I don't want to do? What's the challenging thing? And then I do that. This isn't really that. It's just you have two options. You can decide what you want to do. It really doesn't matter. Yeah, I feel like I need to at least stay here for a week, just to kind of finish what I started.
Mhm.
It's funny. One of the girls that I matched with on Tinder, she was basically she wanted it wasn't explicit, but that was the underlying tone of hey, I want you to send me nudes. I'm that is very weird.
Mhm.
And I was getting a are you an escort kind of vibe.
Mhm.
It's there's a comment she said, and it's that's what it seemed. I'm okay, that's very weird. So it's I asked, and it's turns out that she is an escort, but
Mhm.
she's I never go out because of my work, so I want to try, going out and
Mhm.
eating. And I'm okay, that's probably not a good idea, but it would probably make a good story no matter what happens. So I'm I feel I'm gonna regret if I don't see that through.
Mhm.
Just because it's probably gonna be super awkward and weird and not gonna end well.
Mhm.
It's there's always gonna be that what if I don't try it.
Yeah.
Plus there's always kind of bragging rights, which I probably will never really get a chance to use, Because like, how often would a situation come up where you can use, I had sex with a hooker and I didn't have to pay as a brag? Like, I feel like the situations where that would be useful will be very, very few. Yeah. It's like, it's logical to stay here.
Mhm.
Yet there's still that internal like struggle. I don't know why. Maybe because it's not extreme enough. Maybe that's it. Because it's like, oh, just, stay a week and do what you got to do. And then you can decide if you want to stay longer or move on. But I'm the type of person who's like, I go all in or I don't do it at all. And this feels kind of like an in between.
Okay, so what if what do you know for sure that you want, like, you're gonna do today? Like, are you planning to just wait until this girl?
Today, for sure, there's nothing sure aside from the fact that I need to figure out my next move and plan something. Because like, my data expires today. If I stay, I need data for getting around and doing stuff. If I leave, I don't need it. So it's like, either way, I need to make a decision today. And if I decide to stay, like, it doesn't make sense to stay in a hostel, because the reason that I'm staying is for like more like dating and to have my privacy and the focus on the business, and I can't do this at a hostel.
Right.
So it's like, all right, if I decide to stay, I need to rent an apartment. And if I rent an apartment, I need to decide, how long do I rent it? Do I rent for a week? Do I rent for 2 weeks? Do I rent for a month? And it's like, the longer I rent, the cheaper it is. So it's like, if I just played by ear and just rent like 1 week at a time, then it ends up costing me more.
Right.
So it's like, for every step, there's like, I need to make a decision. Once I made that decision, like, then I need to make another one. If I just decide like right now, all right, I'm staying till the end of the month and then I'm leaving. So it's like, all right, rent an apartment, renew the data, you're good.
So what would badass millionaire version of Guillaume do? It's like, if you didn't need
Rent
to
a mansion.
you didn't need to worry about like, oh, I need to make this thing work, or I want this thing to work like as soon as possible. Like, what would you be doing in the meantime? It's like, what would you be like, okay, so the right thing is stay, take my time, enjoy this country, or it's like, no, actually where I want to go is like, I want to face this hurricane and like look it in the face, or like whatever.
It's funny because you're like, what would you do if money wasn't a problem? I'm like, which is funny because the prospect of not needing to do this for the money makes me want to do it even more. So I'm like, I just want to do it, get it over with, so we can start getting this thing rolling, and I can stop like being in this like phase of like, it's coming but it's not here, it's coming but it's not here. It's like, let's just do this already.
Okay, so
like,
what
if money wasn't an issue, I'd rent like a nice apartment and just like focus all in on this. And it's like, of course I'm not going to work 12-hour days, so it's like in my spare time then I would continue like dating and having fun. But it's like, that is what I would do. This would be my main focus.
So what if we did this? What if we took the Guillaume approach, which is like, go 100% all in?
I like how it's a thing now.
And like, what if we try to launch 2 funnels? Like, why don't we just both sit down and do our own version of the funnel, and just like back and forth, like, okay, here's the first section of it, and like, just kind of like build a version that makes sense, but like kind of race each other and see like how much can we actually get done. And then like, if we can get it done today, then we'll just start putting it in front of as many people as possible this week.
Well, to be fair, I definitely cannot get it done today. today is like I need to arrange everything and book everything and like get everything settled.
Gotcha.
But we could say like, let's say we have 3 days to build the funnel.
Okay.
After 3 days, we get together, kind of like go over the funnels together and figure out like, all right, what elements can we take of each and how can we combine it into like an even better funnel?
Yeah. Sounds good.
It's funny because my mind's like, all right, let's rent an apartment till the end of the month and then I'll move on. But my brain's still like, yeah, but that's $1,000.
Okay, well then let's set a revenue goal. We know you need to make $1,000. And let's do the same thing. Let's do a $2,000 product launch. Like that's our metric. So like what do we need to break it down to in order to, so that's like what we need to get 4 clients.
Yep, if we want 1,000 each, 4 clients.
Okay, so that's 4 clients if we're getting those clients ourselves.
Well, I mean, actually, it depends. 4 clients if we get it from an affiliate, so someone who's promoting and getting 50%. If we're the one making the sale ourselves, we just need 2 clients, like 1,000 each.
Dang, so we only need four clients if we're doing a 50% split with an affiliate.
Yeah, and 2 clients if we get the clients ourselves or for free.
Okay, so what if we said, okay, let's sprint to have the offer on paper, pitch it to, I don't know, four group owners, however many group owners we have that we have a relationship with already. And if we can get 4 of them to do it, if we get 1 client from an offer, that's our 4. And then if we do our own promotion organically, like all of that just becomes profit. But if we let other people do the work of like, hey, we know these guys, they're doing this cool thing. If it looks right for you, here's how you can sign up. And it's like, we don't have to be the ones creating influence. Like somebody else is using their credibility with their people saying, I believe in these guys. They said they're launching this brand new offer. Take a look at it. And then if the offer itself is good, like people will buy based on that.
Yeah, I feel like our efforts will be way better spent connecting with new Facebook owners and getting them to promote us than going out and trying to connect individually one-on-one and make sales.
I think you're right.
If we make one connection with one person who has a group, we can make 10, 20 sales from that. If we connect with one person who ends up buying, we made 1 sale. It's like how much we're making 10 sales and making 50% of the sales than making 1 sale and getting 100% of it.
Yeah. Okay, so it sounds like what we actually need to do is have an offer and then talk to as many group owners as we can over the next 3 days.
I'm wondering because I feel like it might be best if we just do like one thing at a time. So like, all right, for 3 days, all we focus on is building the best version of the funnel that we can. Then coming together and over the course of like 1 or 2 days, I don't know how long it takes, but it's like going over the funnels and combining them into one.
Yeah.
Once we have the funnel, then we can be like, all right, let's reach out to everyone in our network.
Yeah.
But like get the pre-launch underway.
Yeah.
And then we can be like, all right, let's start networking. Let's start connecting with people and doing that. And before we do that step, I feel like we need to figure out like, what kind of irresistible offer can we make to those group owners so that they want to promote us?
Okay, I have a great idea. What you just said was, okay, so what if we make the deal to the group owners, like they get a 50-50 split, but we also let them participate in the group with their people. So it's like, we'll invite you to the paid program for free, or like it's like you pay us $1. So you're technically a customer, and you can tell people like, I've signed up, I'm excited about this. I want you to come do this with me. If you want to do a group, like, I mean, if it's right for the person, they'll do it. If not, like, they won't. But give them the option to do it with people who've signed up from their community. And so then it gives them a really like hands-on feedback of like what their people are interested in and excited for. But I think that like that will nurture some new clients for them, because if people are doing a project with the people that they eventually want to work with, and they start making some progress or making some sales, it's like, hey, I'm excited. And if they see somebody who has a group that's more set up to get clients from this, like the right people who have an audience and who have a good offer, if we're giving them stuff that's like, oh, with just a few minutes, a few tweaks to their group, and they can start making sales, like that's fast wins that makes their people excited to use this system. I don't know. I think there's a lot of value in inviting the group owners to do it as well. And I mean, for the right people who would be interested in promoting this, they might actually be interested in a strategy like this. I don't know.
Yeah, I think what you're leading into is we found the irresistible offer for the client.
Mm-hmm.
Now we need to find or create an irresistible offer for the group owners.
Right.
Or our affiliates. Because if we have those two things, it's like an irresistible offer for the person to promote us, and then it's an irresistible offer for their audience to buy it.
Yeah.
That's when things are really going to kick off.
Mm-hmm. So if we have the offer built out so they don't really have to do anything, maybe if they could get on a call with us for like 10 or 15 minutes where we can have a conversation and build that relationship and say like, hey, I really want you to meet Aaron and Guillaume. They're doing something interesting. Tell us about the thing that you're building. We can, really kind of do the story and the selling of what might make this worthwhile for the people in their group. And then they can promote and say, so I've pinned their offer to the top of the group. Here's the link in the comments on this video. But like basically make it stupid simple. So all they like what they're committing to, what they actually have to do is like, again, the same thing. It's like 5 minutes a day. It's like, can we make it so easy for them that it's like, and then I might make sales off of this. I mean, if they know their group well enough to know whether or not they're going to make money off of this, the right people are going to say yes, hell yes. Or the people who aren't sure, it's like they probably are the right audience anyway.
Okay.
But it's like if they can spend 10 minutes to coordinate a call with us, like get on a call, do a short promo, pin an offer, and like have it set up in 30 minutes, and then make, I don't know, 3-4 sales over the next week or so by just promoting. It's like, oh, we could have pre-scheduled posts. We could give them like promo posts to put in their group to like pre-schedule in the same setup time. So it's like we can have like a week of promotion in their group, and that's super easy work for them, but they make money.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, like, when you spoke about Brian, I forget how much he spent. You're saying he spent like $6,000 to kind of like get someone to promote him like over the course of a week in their group or something like that.
Uh-huh.
Like, what if we can get that level of promotion within someone's group?
Yeah.
But instead of paying them, we're like, hey, you're getting 50% of this.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, how can we make an offer that's irresistible for them? So it's like, all right, they know that their audience is going to benefit from this.
Right.
and they know that they're going to make money. It's like they want to succeed because the more sales that we make, the more money that
Right.
they make.
Well, I mean, if we do, I mean, we could do like a 80-20 split with them and just say this first round is really just to get the best possible fits for what we're doing so that we can get a result really fast. Because if they like if we get any sales in this, we're literally proving that the system works. Because the amount of work to make a sale is so easy. It's literally put the offer at the top of the group and talk about why it's valuable. I mean,
I don't know. For some reason, that doesn't quite feel right. I don't think like giving away too much is a good strategy.
mhm.
Like, what if we tried the offer stack strategy instead? Just like to make the offer irresistible, it's not about selling the course for less. It's about adding a bunch of other stuff to make it more valuable. So how can we use this principle for that? So it's like, what can we offer the group owner that's going to make this an irresistible offer without having to give them more?
Okay, so what if we did it instead of doing an affiliate split? What if we did this as a list building share? So it's like we go to different group owners and say, hey, we're providing this to your community for free, and this is $1,000 thing. Like they can get in, like they can register for, or maybe not for free. I don't know.
Oh,
But
can we use a version of the giveaway for this?
yeah, yeah, I mean, because the free group offers like will help you launch your group in 30 minutes is like a free lead magnet. So it's like for people who know that they need a community, it's like, but I don't even have a group. I mean, so the stuff that I worked out Friday was like, here's the 7 things that you really need to know in the whole advertising sequence, like from cold to like sold. So it's like the big idea is you can get clients from a Facebook group with no overwhelm in your business. So the big problem people have is like, it takes too long. I got too many things to do. So this is the big idea. It's like you can actually get clients with no overwhelm if you have a Facebook group and to put your offer in. So then who does that work for? It's like, this is for people who have too many things going on and you want to simplify your business. It's like focus on less things, just do this one thing really well. And so then the outcome or like the person that you become if you follow our system is like this potentially can help you create your own $1 million industry from scratch. Like you can build an entire world, an ecosystem with the right Facebook group, with the right community. And so then the next day is like, so if you like the feeling of it is like you could drop all your other marketing if you just have 2 things. It's like if you focus on 2 things really well, almost every other kind of promotion in your business, like you can stop doing.
What if we found group owners who haven't necessarily monetized their group, and we kind of like do a partnership with them with like, hey, you don't have a product to offer to, make money from your group.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you just promote our product? That way you don't have to go out and create anything.
Mm-hmm.
Your group gets the benefit of using that product and learning from it.
Mm-hmm.
And we get clients. So it's like everybody wins.
Mm.
So it's kind of like the principle of like, because I was thinking like, could we get people to build a group around our product? And it's like, that's their business.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, all right, I don't know how many people want to do that, but what if they have a group and they just don't have like a product to offer to really monetize their group?
Yeah.
Then you could approach them and be like, hey, we have a product that we think it would be a good fit for your audience.
Yeah.
It's like we're doing a 50-50 split. So it's like you can monetize your group, everybody wins. And it's like with that, because it's kind of like their group's main offer, it's always going to be pushed. And whenever like new people join the group. I mean, I'm not sure how that would work exactly, but
Yeah.
if we find a way to set that up, that could be really valuable.
Yeah. Ooh.
Ooh, how about?
Okay, I have an idea.
Okay.
So this model works, you see this everywhere. It's like, I'm helping you do this because my hope is that you'll make a lot of money and then you'll work with me more. So like that is a very logical, it's like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. So it's in their best interest to help me because like they want me to make money because they want me as a client. So there's a lot of things happening there, but it's like there's the psychology of like they want me in their business, in their ecosystem. Like I'm somebody who's the right kind of fit for their program. But it's like they want to help me because it helps them, that sort of thing. So what if it's we go to people who don't have a solid offer and we say, we'll work with you to create the right kind of offer that works with this model. And until you have an offer, we'll help you make the money to work with us by you promote this offer in your group until you've made enough sales to pay for our, like, then we'll construct an offer and you replace our offer with yours.
I like it. That could definitely work. But something else came up as you were talking.
Yeah.
If we can figure out a type of product or type of service that people offer that is complementary to ours, all we need to do is find people and be like, hey, you have this product, we have this complementary product. Why don't you just promote and you make 50% of every sale? So it's like you're helping your audience without having to go out and build this yourself because it's not your area of expertise. And you get to make like half the money for every single sale.
Yeah.
It's like if we can identify the type of, like, I don't know, maybe there's like a step before. So it's like, all right, people learn how to build their business, they build a successful business. And then the next step is, all right, how do I generate clients like relatively easily without a lot of time? Well, Facebook group can be a good way to do that.
Yeah.
So that could be kind of like the next logical step. So if we find people who help people set up their business and start generating income and a profit, then the next step is, all right, let's kind of like create a client pipeline, and a group can be the way to do that. So I'm just thinking, like, if we can find people like that, then the conversions are going to be really good.
Yeah.
And it's going to be logical for them because they're like, yeah, okay, that is the next step, but I don't have the know-how to create a course for that, or I don't want to.
You know what? This just occurred to me is we're trying to figure out who the audience and what the offer is instead of letting the market tell us. It's like what I've been doing to craft this is by talking to the people who are actually asking for my help. So a lot of this has been refined from getting real feedback from people. So it's like, we should just finish this offer so that I can go back to several people and be like, does this look like something you would pay for? And if they're like, holy cow, like, yeah, this is a steal. It's like, once we have that offer where we know it's the right kind of thing for the right kind of people, then we start going to group owners and say, hey, we have this thing that people are interested to buy. What would make this valuable for you to promote this for us? I mean, like, and we'll pitch some of these ideas and stuff, but it's like, let's craft that offer with the right kind of client client or partner as well. It's like, so we go to Brian and be like, okay, we have this thing. We have a few people who either really like it or have bought now because the offer works. We want to promote this, but like, we don't know what's the right way to do this for you, for your group. Would this even work? And it's like, is the best way to work with people just to offer them money? Is this something where we can offer this as a bundle with something else that you offer? And then just literally ask them, it's like, how is this profitable for you to help us get
Yeah, I think you're right. Maybe in the beginning we don't need an irresistible offer. We just need to kind of like prove the concept of the course and have a few people buy in, and then we approach and it's like, hey, we have this. We know it's valuable.
Yeah.
We know it can be valuable for your group. So let's talk, like, what arrangement can we make so that this is really valuable for you and really valuable for your audience? Like, what kind of arrangement can we make so that you both benefit? It's like, once we do that a few times, then we'll see, like, okay, what do people want? What kind of offer is irresistible for them? And then we can go and create that, and then just kind of like, not necessarily mass approach, but more like we have a pre-made offer of like, hey, this is the offer. Are you interested?
Yeah. And I think that there's a lot of value in like, it's like, this is what we propose. But if you have a different idea of how this would be profitable for you to help us promote this, like, we'd love to hear it. So it's sort of like, here's what we think is a good deal. But if you don't think so, but you see that this is a good fit for your people, it's like, tell us what you would rather do. And then it's like, I mean, even if we don't make as much money, it's like, if the process of us plugging into their audience still takes the same amount of work for us, it's like, I'll take less for like not having to go out and organically promote.
Okay, I have an idea. What if we use the giveaway strategy? Not in the sense of like how we were talking about before. So it's like, approach a bunch of people and get them to donate something and kind of run like a giveaway with that. But it's like, what if we use our course as a giveaway? It's like, hey, we created this course. We're in the pre-launch phase now. We're giving away a free copy of the course live to your group. And it's like, you give the group owner something valuable to give to their audience.
Gotcha.
Sign up for a chance to win. And it's like, if we do this in 10 different groups and get like, I don't know, 2,000 people to sign up, even if we make a couple sales from that,
right,
it doesn't matter. Plus, then we have their email, so we can start the automation sequence.
Yeah. Okay. So then in that sense, in that case, then it makes a lot of sense to do like to promote it from the standpoint.
It's kind of like a scholarship giveaway.
Right. So then it makes a lot of sense to be like, okay, so if we're offering a free giveaway of our like $6,000 course, but like, because it's in pre-launch, you can get it for $997. But we're like, this is a like you're gonna get a free scholarship for the $997 entry price. And then in order for you to be able to do this program and actually run a client getting Facebook group in like 5 minutes a day, you have to have launched a group. And if you don't have a group, we have a free, like, we wanted to get more people into this. So in order to show you that we know what we're doing and that we've broken this down to be manageable, it's like, for you to have the experience, like we have the free setup of things. So it's like, maybe if the like launcher group free Facebook group is like also a free offer. It's like this will be like a $37 workshop where it's like you can launch your group in 30 minutes. We'll walk you through the process, but it's like free for like we use it as the giveaway, as a giveaway. And then so then for people who are like I don't know, is that going to attract like just people who are looking for free stuff? If we're doing
I feel like the giveaway is a good strategy, because let's say we could be like, all right, we're in the pre-launch phase of this. We're doing a live version of it, and there's 15 spots available because we don't want many people, as an example.
Yeah.
We're giving away 3 scholarships. So sign up for your chance to win one of those scholarships. And we run that for a period of, I don't know, a couple weeks, let's say. And then we approach as many group owners as we can and be like, hey, we're giving away like 3 copies or 3 scholarships for a new course that we're launching. We think it would be a good fit for your audience.
Yeah.
To promote it to them. And it's like, we could also be like, hey, on the back end, any sale that is generated from that, from people who signed up but didn't make like any, or who didn't win, you make 50%. And it's like, if we do that, we only have to give away 3 spots, and we can like contact 20, 50, 100 different groups if we want. It's just like those 3 same.
Okay, I think I have an idea. If the offer really truly is irresistible, like if it's a good offer for the right target audience, then what we can say, we can build the whole thing like really lean hard on the emotion and sell the program. It's like, this is what you get for $1,000. We're breaking it up so you only have to do, about 5 minutes of work every day. You'll have your group launched. You'll have an offer in front of people in 5 weeks. Like, and this is a way that you can, grow your business, with less time invested. It can be simple. It doesn't have to be overwhelming, and you can get aligned clients and grow your business. It's like that, like really lay on and sell it well, and then say, and if you sign up, I mean, if people are like interested and excited to buy based on that, it's like the first, I mean, in this pre-launch thing, it's like, if you sign up at the pre-launch price, like whatever the window is, like this is the urgency. It's like in our 3-day or 2-day launch window or whatever, we're actually giving away a scholarship, like for like the full price of the program, and we'll do like a group audit, like whatever, all of the value stacks. It's like, so if it already kind of sounds good to you, then it's like, buy it. And then there's a very good chance, because like like however many people buy it based off of this, like your odds are a lot better of winning like a free version of this than like playing the lottery or like doing a sweepstakes or something. It's like you might be competing with 5 or 6 people for a free spot in our program with a bunch of extra bonuses, but if it already sounds good to you, then it's like, sign up. So we're just like making it really, really sexy. And if we have a really good risk reversal, if we have a really good guarantee, I mean,
I like what you mean. I just feel like most people's logic is, if I have a chance of winning this, I don't want to buy it. Even if we're like, hey, you can buy it, and once we draw it, we're just like refund whoever ends up winning.
Yeah.
People are like, no, I want to win, and if I don't win, then I'll decide if I want to buy. So we could do like a two-part kind of like thing. So it's like part 1 is like, hey, we're giving away like 3 free scholarships to this.
Yeah.
And then once that's done, it's like, go back, like the group owners go back. It's like, hey, here were the 3 winners.
Uh-huh.
Then they kind of like do a pitch of like, hey, if you didn't win, but you're interested, like, here's some free content. Here's the value. Here's like the webinar and where you can find out more, whatever that is. So it's like phase 1 is the giveaway, get word of mouth out there, people interested. Then phase 2 is coming back, announce the winners, and urge people to buy that didn't win.
Yeah. Okay. I think this is good. So we're essentially gonna like warm up the audience by talking about like the value of like simplifying, having a business that's not overwhelming, spending less time to get better clients. I mean, that's like a $6,000 or $7,000 program. It's like most programs have tons and tons of stuff for you to do, for you to learn, and it's like, when am I going to have the time to do this stuff? And we're stripping away almost everything except the essentials, and you don't even have to like learn it. Like for the right person, that's like super sexy offer. And so then we can talk about it. It's like, we think this is like a $10,000 program. We genuinely, based on the stuff that we've bought, based on all of the programs and products we've done, it's like this is really worth $10,000. But we're launching this at like $1,500, and you have a chance to win a scholarship. Like all you have to do is just put in your email, and you could get a free copy of this, like $10,000 value. Your odds are really good. Your odds are really good. So if this sounds interesting to you and you're willing to spend 5 minutes a day, and then so like you've already positioned the value as like this, and you say like this is what you can expect to pay, and then after the giveaway cycle, then the promotion is like, hey, for the pre-launch price for the first 6 people or the first 10 people or something, you can get in at under $1,000.
I'm not sure how this would work, but what if we do kind of like a 2-tiered scholarship? So it's like, first round is like, you get a scholarship, full, tuition is paid, like everything is free.
Mm-hmm.
Then once the giveaway ends, it's kind of like, we're like, hey, you didn't win, but we know how valuable this is and we want to help you.
Mm-hmm.
So we're giving you a, 50% scholarship. So you only pay half. So it's like, you pay half, we'll pay the other half. Kind of like, because scholarship people like that. It's like, oh, I'm getting like a special deal.
Right. Uh-huh.
It's like, if we can structure it in such a way that we charge the same amount, but it's like, we're showing, it's like, hey, this is a special like launch scholarship.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's like, this is only available to a few people. And it's like, you pay half, we pay half.
Mm-hmm. You know what I like about this, about the scholarship idea, is we can require something of them. So it's like, if you feel like this program is exactly what you've been looking for, but you don't have the money for it, it's like, we have a scholarship program, but we need you to apply. You need to like message us and tell us, what would this do for your business? Why are you a good fit for this scholarship, and why would you be committed to doing it? So it's like, you can kind of pre-qualify people a little bit, but you can also get real feedback on like, why is this a good thing for you? Or like, what, it's like, what problem is this solving for you? So we can start getting language for that. But it's like, the right people who are actually excited about it can literally tell us, oh my gosh, I really want this thing. This would mean so much to me. Like, it's like, this is what I've been looking for to help me grow my business, so I can feed my kids or whatever. It's like, you get those stories, and like in a way like that can be social proof.
Okay, so I'm just wondering, how do we structure this? So it's like, even if we make less during the pre-launch, it doesn't matter. It's like, how can we structure this so it's irresistible? It's like, hey, this is the price of the course when it launches.
Mhm.
This is like, you're paying the exact same price as the pre-recorded course once it launches, but you're doing it live. So you're going to get feedback, you're going to get interaction, plus there's a scholarship. And
Mhm.
because of that special scholarship, you only pay half.
Right.
Like you pay half, we pay half. So it's like, how can we structure it in such a way that we don't necessarily charge less, but from their perspective, it's like, I'm already paying like the same price as when it launches, but I'm getting so much more,
Mhm.
plus getting a 50% scholarship.
Okay, back up and re-summarize that for that was just a lot of
Not quite sure how it would work, but like, let's say for numbers, we're like, all right, this is a course that we're creating, and the first version we're doing it live to get feedback to make sure it's even better and all these things. And it's like, once we sell this, we're going to sell it for $2,000. You get access to the live version. So you get to do it live every day with everyone else. You get feedback. You get all these extra things from doing it live. Plus, if you apply for a scholarship and you get it, you're going to get an extra like $1,000 off. So it's like, you pay half, we pay half. And it's like, everyone who applies, like, yeah, okay, unless we're like, yeah, you're really not a good fit, we're going to accept everyone. But we structure it in such a way that it's like, you're getting half price off the normal price, plus you're getting this special launch like version of the course. So it's even more valuable, but you're paying even less than people will pay for the full course when it comes out.
Mhm.
It's like, I don't know how to structure that exactly, because we want to sell the course once it launches for $1,000, because it's hard to sell a $2,000 course. But it's like, if we sell it for like 1,000 when it launches, and then we're doing a 50 split with the person, and then we offer the client a 50 scholarship, it's like, we're down to making like what, $250. Like that is not a good deal for us anymore. So it's like, how can we structure it in that way that I described without making less money?
Right.
It's like, if we weren't doing a split with the person, it's like, all right, let's just, charge them 50%. It's like, we only make 500 instead of 1,000 for the pre-launch, like, which is fine. But it's like, anything under that, then it's like, it's not really worth it anymore,
Right. Only making $100 or a couple $100 client by the time everybody splits it off.
So it's like, how do we structure this so that we can offer the client like an irresistible offer with a scholarship? So it's like double irresistible.
Yeah.
And do a split share with the person promoting it and still make money.
Mhm.
If we can find a way to do that, then it's going to be really irresistible for everyone.
Yeah.
Because for the group owner, it's like, hey, we're giving it away so people will be interested, they get value. And then we're giving a like half off scholarship to everyone who purchases on the back end. So it's like, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to convert. And since we're doing a split with you, you're going to make a lot of money from this.
Yeah.
It's like, the structure makes a lot of sense. So it's now about the numbers. How can we crunch the numbers in such a way that we're not lying to anyone, yet we're not getting taken advantage of?
Yeah.
Or maybe we don't need to do a split share with people. What if we use the giveaway strategy, but instead of asking someone to give something away, we're like, hey, we're giving away 3 scholarships to this course that we created, which is a perfect fit for your audience.
Mhm.
And we're approaching a bunch of other people. And it's like, you get a copy of the email list of everyone who signs up. So it's like, you don't need to
Yeah.
provide anything. The value that you get is the email list.
Uh-huh.
But because of that, we don't need to do a split share with them. So we can do that 50% scholarship deal without having to lose anything.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we could do the giveaway, like the email list giveaway thing. And if they have, like, they can make it even more attractive for people to sign up if they have their own lead magnet or something that, like, if this is a good fit for their audience, like they have something that is good for that audience. And in addition to this program, it's like, hey, I have a really special thing for you. We're doing this giveaway. This is a really great way for you to launch your business fast, or to, like, not launch your business, but like to grow your business, and get more consistent clients for your offer. I'm gonna throw in this thing. It's like, would love to see you sign up, enter the giveaway, and then the strategy that I think really worked well on that guy's thing is, like, if you make it really valuable for people to invite other people. So it's like if you get like if you get somebody else to sign up, I mean, I don't know if that's like an extra entry, if that by itself is enough incentive.
Okay, I feel like the scholarship, like the 50% off scholarship, is a good deal when we're getting people to promote our product actively within their group.
Uh-huh.
However, if we just get them to promote it passively, we don't necessarily need to offer that scholarship. We can just be like, hey, we're doing this giveaway, and you get a copy of the email list for everyone who signs up, and you get 50% on the back end. So it's like, we don't need to offer the scholarship. We just need to get them to, like, because like they want to get to sign up for the giveaway or like take part of in the giveaway because they're like, I'm going to get the email list out of it. And on top of that, we're like, hey, you're going to make 50% of all sales on the back end of that. All you need to do is like send out 3 emails to your list after the giveaway is over. It's like 1, announcing the winner, 2, like, I don't know, promoting our offer. And then the other one's like, hey, the offer is about to close. It's your last chance to get in for this, as an example. And it's like, they make 50%, so we don't have to offer a scholarship to the people signing up. It's just the normal. It's like, hey, this is going to be sold for $1,000. We're doing a pre-launch version with all these added bonuses, and you pay the exact same price as when it's going to go. Because that would work really well. Because like the added value for the group owner is, I'm going to get a copy of the email list.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, I think the email list is valuable for people who want to grow their audiences. I'm just thinking about like the giveaway itself. If you offered the scholarship and the invite, like, okay, the goal is make it valuable for them to invite. So if we said in the giveaway, it's like, we're specifically looking for people who like to connect, who like to do things with other people, because that's what we've found has given us the most success. So the way that we've structured this giveaway is if you invite somebody, you automatically get it's like an extra entry or something. But it's like if you win, the person that you invite also will gets the scholarship, so you can do it together. So you need to invite somebody who you actually know, like you actually talk to, and it's like, is this something you'd be interested in doing? Like, would you do this with me if we won? So it's like you're getting people to pre-qualify entries for you. It's like people who would be a good fit for the program or the offer. And then you're making it more likely. It's like somebody that they know that if they did get in, they would keep each other accountable. So you're getting a higher quality of person on the list. I don't know.
I like the idea. What if we tweaked it a bit?
Mhm.
And that was more on the back end of like, we do the scholarship, like the 3 giveaways or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And then on the back end, it's like, hey, we have this special deal. If you get someone to sign up with you, you'll both get a scholarship and you'll both get in at the price of one person.
Mm.
You'll both get a discount, but it's like you need to get someone else to sign up with you. So it's like you can buy it yourself at the full price, or if you sign someone else up with you, then you get to split the cost between the two.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, even though we don't make more money, we get twice the amount of people.
Yeah. Okay, so it would be like the one thing that we're trying to get them to do is just sign up. So it's like, here's this massive value, we're giving it away for free. All you have to do is sign up, and then that's all that we ask them to do. And then we follow up in the sequence with, hey, we got so many signups, blah 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 blah. If you want, it becomes like a follow-up thing for them to do, as opposed to like trying to ask them to do too many things at one time. So it's like we want to get you to invite somebody, or maybe it's like after the giveaway or something. It's like you missed the giveaway, but you can get it as a scholarship deal.
I think this would be more like in the webinar, but it's kind of like a special pre-launch deal of like, hey, you're already getting all this value. You can just buy and do it yourself. And it's like, it's a great deal.
Uh-huh.
But because we want to help you even more, and we know that it's so much more productive when you're partnered with someone.
Yeah.
If you find someone who wants to do this, then you both get in for the price of one person. And you get a partner to go through this with you. So it's kind of like, it's an extra incentive for them to go in, because it's like,
yeah,
it's costing me half the price, and at the same time, I'm getting accountability built in. So that'd be more like a selling tactic.
Yeah.
And it's like, if we want, we could even have this built in within the course directly. Like once the course launches and it's pre-recorded, it's like, hey, we know the value of accountability. So you can just buy it and do it yourself, and it's super valuable. Or if you want added accountability and pay less, just find someone who also wants to do this and buy in together, and you pay the exact same price, but you both get to do it.
Yeah.
Because like we don't make any less money, and once it's pre-recorded,
right,
it doesn't change anything for us if it's 1 or 2 people.
Yeah. So it's like you could make get half your money back if you actually do it with somebody else.
Yeah, pretty much.
And they'll actually get to buy in at the discounted scholarship rate. So you're both.
Yeah, so it's like you can buy it now and do it yourself at full price, or if you get someone to sign up with you, you both get it at half price, and you both get to keep yourselves accountable and encourage yourself to go through.
Yeah, I like it. It makes a lot more sense to have it further down the chain. It's like once they're already in, once they're already have some level of commitment. So yeah. Okay, so the giveaway is this is valuable. We're giving you a free, like we're doing a launch and we're giving away scholarships to the program. So sign up if you want in. And this is going to be, I mean, the value of it's like this is going to be the only time we're doing it live. So you're going to have more access to us where you normally wouldn't, you know, if it's just a course. But you'll be able to ask. We'll have a Q&A, regular Q&A session, and you know we'll be building it in real time with you. So if you have, you know, if there's stuff that the group needs that we need to build out that we didn't plan for, we'll have the ability to adjust to you, which is not going to happen after the course is built. So it's like if you want the hands-on support of being able to do this with the group and see the feedback in real time and get access to us, it's like that's a really good deal. And you could get it for free if you sign up for the giveaway.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, I'm wondering if we should like limit the discounts to only people who sign up for the giveaway. So it's like, hey, sign up for the giveaway and like win a chance, like get a chance to win this. And you also get like a special exclusive offer only available to people who participate in the giveaway on the back, even if you don't win. So no matter what, you're getting something from entering. So
okay, yeah, so it's like to lock in the pre-launch price. It's like if you think it's like, yeah, I want to do this, maybe right now is not the right time, that sort of thing, or it's like maybe you want to like think about it, that sort of thing. But it's like if you sign up for this giveaway, you'll always have access to the pre-launch price, or like, you know, as long as we're running the, you know, in our launch mode or whatever, you'll be able to buy in at the lowest possible price for this course.
Well, I think it's more like the offer of like enter for, you know, a chance to win, and then get this, like also get this special like offer. So it's like even if you don't win, you still get something. So it's like the offer could be exactly what we were talking about, of like, you know, the special, like, I don't know,
like
buddy, like price or whatever. It's like, hey, once this launches, it's like it's $1,000 per person, and that's how it works. But because we're in launch phase, we want, and you sign up for the giveaway, we want to give you something extra. So we're giving you a chance. If you get someone to sign up with you, you both get 50% off.
Oh, so, well, I mean, what we totally could give them access to the engagement class. It's like that's a $300, like actually people have paid like $200 or $300 to take that engagement class. It's like you can get this for free if you sign up, and you're going to be entered into the giveaway. So it's like for people who want to grow their thing, it's like we have a resource for you that you will get just during this launch deal. It's like if all you want is that, sign up and we'll send it right your way. But you'll be in.
So it's kind of like creating an offer stack for the giveaway.
Right.
Yeah, and if it's pre-recorded content that we already have, we lose nothing by giving it to everyone.
Yeah. And it could be, it wouldn't have to even be the whole thing. We could like clip out a part of it that's valuable and make it exclusive to the, it's like, this is an exclusive deal. It's like you won't get this from any other thing. Because that would be really easy to like create like a mini course or like a small resource out of that masterclass that is just a unique thing.
What if we tried a demo option of like, hey, sign up for a chance to win, and even if you don't, we'll give you the first section of the course for free. So you can go in and like go through that entire section for free. And it's like, it's added value for them. And at the same time, if they like they begin the course, they're way more likely to want to purchase it because they're like, oh, okay, I see the value in this. And we can create like a special members area where it's like, you know, we have only that free section unlocked, and then there's all the other sections, but it's like locked. And it's like every single section that's locked, it's like purchase now to unlock it.
Dude, that's exactly what we should do. That's literally what the free Facebook group is. It's the first section of the course. It's like the free trial is the lead magnet, which is like launch your group in 30 minutes. Like if you don't have a group, we're actually going to cover that in the course, but it's like we can also give that front end part of it away to give them the experience of like, this is how easy it is. Like just 5 minutes, watch this video. Okay, now you can go set it up. You know exactly what to do. You don't have to go through a lecture of like, why does this work and how to talk to your people and blah, blah, blah. It's just do this. And like we can build out like the full version of like the first part of the course in that and make it really valuable. And so then it's like that becomes the free gift. It's like this is a chunk of the course. And so then it's then essentially like the sign up page, the squeeze page is like, you know, after the launch, you know, it won't be, maybe the scholarship will just be like an always running promotion. We don't necessarily have to, I mean, yeah, we can create some urgency. It's like we're giving away 2 scholarships, like, and there's only 2. It's like until we do the next one or whatever. It's like it's 2 for your audience or whatever. But the extra value is like you'll get access like to this free resource, and then it's like then we could actually have an offer pinned in that free resource, which is like get the engagement class for like 10% of what people have paid for this. It's like $27. You get like a 2-hour masterclass on how to engage your people. So it's like you've set up a group, now you want to engage them, here you go. Less than dinner out on the town.
I feel like if we, okay, how about, I'm processing in my head. How about we do this? It's like free giveaway and you get access to like I don't know how we want to word it, but it's like a trial scholarship, if you will, where it's like you get access to the first portion of the course. And it's like they literally get access to it. It's like, you know, it creates an account for them and they can log into their account. It's like there's the entire course and they only get access to the first part. Everything else is locked. In every locked section, it's like, hey, click here to upgrade. And it's like by signing up to the giveaway, they automatically lock in that special launch or scholarship price. So it's like you get a chance to win. If you don't win, you still get access to the course, that first section that's free. And then if you upgrade, you're still going to upgrade with that special price. You're not going to pay the normal price. And it's like, it gives them, I like the fact that it's like they join the membership area and it's like they get access to it and they see everything else that they could be getting they don't have access to. And if they're like, I'm still getting the special discount price, like that's good. And that could be timed. It's like, hey, you get access to this lifetime and you have, let's say, 30 days to upgrade using that special like launch price. After that, the price is going to go up to the normal price.
Yeah. You know, I was thinking, it feels like, to me, it makes a lot of sense. This, what we're creating, I mean, assuming that people are going to make sales off this, which if we can make sales off this, other people can make sales off this. So I don't think that that's a thing, but what we're doing is like super simplifying what it takes to make sales. Like that is worth $10,000. And if the price of it, it seems like it just makes sense because of the way we're structuring everything. It's like 5 minutes, 5 weeks. Like, it's like, this could be like a $5,000 course. So it's like when it's not on sale or in a promotional period, we could totally sell people, like the right people, maybe not a lot of our audience, but it's like a certain percentage would probably see the value in this as like $5,000 thing. It's like for somebody who's made consistent sales by doing lots of promotion organically, it's like, yeah, I'm ready to do the next, like set up the next asset that's just gonna like nurture people and create new clients for me. It's like I'll pay $5,000 for that, and it'll take me, you know, a month to have my VA set it up, and I'm not having to do it, and it takes very little resources. Like that's a heck yes.
Actually, this could be like the thing. It's like I know that some businesses run this way, and they just go like through cycles of like, hey, we're running this like whatever launch or giveaway or like whatever like promotion cycle thing, and it's like the price is only available at this price, and it's like after that it goes up, and it's like yes, it does go up. They repeat that cycle over and over and
right. Over. That's how lots and lots of businesses work. I mean,
so like,
we're just that
do like you're saying, to have the normal price, like the full price be like 1,000, but it's like we know that barely anyone's ever going to buy it at that price. Because the point is not to sell it at full price.
Right. It's like
is sell it like at a discount.
Right.
Even if the discount is more than the normal price could have been.
Right, exactly. So it could be like $11,000 course. It's like you buy today, get it for $5,000, and then we have all kinds of promotions all the time. It's like somewhere in the like $1,000, $2,000 range to just get people to keep cycling them in. But it's like once you start having like testimonials and social proof that this system works, and people are talking about the feeling of how much simpler it is to run their business in just like a few minutes a day, and then it's like I know my basics are covered, and everything else I can do after that, it's like I'm just doing it for fun. It's like that stuff makes it highly valuable, and so then we could get to a place where we don't have to rely a lot on promotion to get people in. It's like we actually have like commission salespeople selling people into the program for like $6,000 or $7,000.
All right, I'm wondering if we decide to go from the like price point of 5,000, let's say, just because it makes sense, because everything in the course is like broken down into fives, then we have more wiggle room, and we can afford to do a 50% split share with whoever's promoting and offer us 50% scholarship. And if we want to do that, like get someone else to go in, you both get it at half price. So how do we structure that? Just like, okay, normally once this launches, it can be 5,000. The pre-launch price is, I don't know, let's say half price, so 2,500. And then like the scholarship knocks it down to 1,250, let's say, so another half price. And I don't know, maybe fast action bonus, another 250 off, so it's down to 1,000, which is the original price we wanted anyway.
I'm gonna go down a rabbit hole here for a second. Let me see. That's my this is not a new thing.
I'm wondering, because what we're talking about is building in different levels of scarcity. I've never seen that done.
I think most
Like
businesses
one
do
level.
this.
But what
I
if
think
we
most businesses do this. It's like there's a lot of different entry levels, and depending on who you're talking to, is like where you start the conversation. So it's like for somebody who understands the value of time, saves or buys money, like no, money buys back time. It's like you're gonna have a conversation at a higher level. It's like this is gonna solve a different kind of problem for that person. For somebody who's like, I just want to like start a business, it's like they don't quite understand that. So like they only value things at a certain level. So like you have a different strategy for getting them to buy in at what it's worth to them. But the same product can be priced and targeted at different audiences.
But what I mean is like, you know, scarcity is a very used tool when it comes to sales, but I've only seen it done in like one way of like, hey, this is the deadline. After that, the price goes up, or there's a limited amount of like copies available. It's like, yeah, okay, they do that, but like, I've never seen like multiple levels of scarcity.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, hey, this is going to be this price once it launches, but if you get it before launch, then it's this price. But if you get it like, I don't know, if you get it within the next, I don't know, 48 hours, it's this price. Like, I don't know how we would structure it, but it's like, is there a way to add multiple levels of scarcity?
Yeah.
So it's like, instead of just, oh, well, you know, the price goes up in 48 hours. It's like, yeah, the price goes up in 48 hours, but then it goes up again in 72 and it goes up again in like whatever, like however that makes sense. But it's like, we add so much scarcity in that they're like, this is an irresistible offer. Plus it's such an amazing price that's going to like go up so much if I don't take advantage of it. It's like, I'm wondering if you can compound scarcity. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Dadgum, dude. So I just took a look at, if you look at Facebook ads on Fiverr, I mean, now I don't know how good these people are, but it's like it's so cheap to get somebody to like run the ads manager for running ads. So it's like if you have an offer that is like kind of sort of working, then just like hand it off to somebody, be like, and then like if you could teach someone the simple process of split testing. I mean, assuming they don't know how to do that, but like even if it's like if you're teaching somebody how to, I don't know what this really even means. This kid on Fiverr is like, he's from Bangladesh. He has a post on Fiverr. It's like $10 for what he has listed is 1M. I'm assuming that's like 1 million. Maybe that's 1,000. It's like cost per
million.
It's like, because a CPM is like cost per thousand. So maybe it's like 1,000 people see the ad or something. I don't know. You'd have to actually talk to the person, but it's like for $10 to get somebody else to like set up and run the ad. If you're doing the work of like kind of semi-validating, it's like, well, I know this is like a decent lead or a decent offer. It's like you could get somebody else to handle the actually getting it out on the Facebook platform without having to learn that stuff. And so, and then you wouldn't even have to do like a VA. It's like just once in a while when you want to do a cheap ad campaign to test, it's like, is this converting with cold traffic?
But I feel like maybe maybe a better strategy would be finding someone who's good at Facebook ads and just being like, hey, just become an affiliate for my product and you create the ads and run everything and you get half of every single sale.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's way more, if they're good at what they do,
Mhm.
it's way more advantageous for them to do that than just getting paid to run the ad.
Yeah. So if we like handed somebody an affiliate page, it's like, here's your affiliate funnel. It's like, we've already tested this. This kind of works. This works pretty good. Run ads to it. I mean, that's what they do on ClickBank. Like the people who are making a lot of money, it's like, we build out all your resources for you. It's like, you just have to go throw traffic at it. And for people who like their hobby and their niche or like their area of expertise is like, how do I lower cost per click expenses? Like, how do I run ads as cheap as possible to acquire customers? It's like, you let them solve that problem and you pay them to do it.
All right, I feel like we have a lot of ideas and I think it's more like next level
Yeah.
once everything's launched. The only thing is I'm looking at the time, it's 10:57, checkout is at 11 at the latest, so I should probably go.
All right, sounds good. It's good to talk. I'm gonna jam on some copy and then I'm gonna reach out to some people and see what they think.
All right, yeah, today I'm gonna figure everything out, like book when I need to book and, you know, get all that settled.
Sounds
And
good.
probably by tomorrow, I should be able to kind of like focus on the business.
All righty. Okay, man.
All right, enjoy your
Ready?
day.